Hi, this is me Vishnu. Today I am going to present environmental scanning analysis Disney Cruise Line. Uh, I got some agenda on this topic. There are four agenda. Overview of the current situation, deep dive into pastel, analysis of key trends, opportunities and risks, and 2030's strategic focus. I want to talk about the current situation overview Disney Cruise Line. Market position leader in luxury sailing with a family focus, present strength, high repeat visitors, loyalty, premium pricing, power, and iconic IP integration, and post COVID recovery. Revenue surprising 2090 levels by 35%, occupancy rates at 105%, and challenges include growing fuel prices, parents relief from companies like Virgin and Royal Caribbean, and changing consumer expectation on sustainability. Cortica and Costimini 2022. Political and economic forces, Pestal PNE. Political, first I want to talk political. Recruiting routes results in longer travel times due to the geological instability. Red Sea Caribbean privacy. By 2027, new EU carbon traffic's ETS will increase annual cost by $10 to 15 million. And I want to talk about the economic. Middle class households' discretionary expenditure is diminished by ongoing inflation. Richer groups, however, continuing to be realistic bookings from outside the US suffer from a strong USD 2030 rigs, shorter, less expensive cruising may become more popular due to the recessions and social and technological forces. Style as anti-social. Families desire instructional travel, not simply assumed, and there is a growing demand for meaningful travel. Traveling with both grandparents and grandchildren is very popular, and technological on selling is improved by a AI-driven personalization Magic Brand Plus on ships. Chrome 2023 zero emission docking is made possible by store power technology. Opportunities for 2030 include fully automated check-in and high and virtual reality VR Kids Club, legal and environmental forces (LNE), legal tire liability regulation for healthy outbreaks on board COVID-19 norovirus, the cruise passengers bill and of rights. A recent US salute raises the expenses of compensation environmental. Under 2030, a 40% reduction in carbon intensity is required under IMO regulations. Electric heavy fuel oil prohibition. Disney wish from DCL uses LNG, which is clear, but release methane slip regulations will be tightened in 2030. Key trend, sustainable and green cruise line impact analysis. Visitor anticipated waste free operation. uh, According to Booking.com research from 2025, 68% of families are willing to pay a premium of 10 to 15% for certified green cruises. I have got some impact, positive impact. DCL may take money out of eco magic such as recycling games on board, the removal of single-use plastics which has already been completed, and beach exclusion that emphasizes conversation. Future plans by 2080 test hydrogen fuel cells on short routes transparently convey green metrics. Key trend 2. Rise of Peltier and work from sea. Trend. Families can travel while working remotely thanks to hybrid work. Demand for 4 to 5 nights workation cruises, co-working kids clubs, and dependable Starlink Wi-Fi. Positive impact: longer stays and more money spent on board quite long coffee shops. Risks: workplace culture and the traditional Disney disconnect brand promise class. 2030 strategy: introduce work and wonder packages which offer adult workstation during the day and family magic at night. Key trend 3: short duration and regional cruising. Uh, First one is trend. In order to avoid flying, customers prefer 3 to 5 nights cruising from home ports close to their city, such as Southampton or Galveston. Lower expensive and the carbon footprint. And second one, increase booking frequency and decrease cancellation rates are the positive effects. And third one, impact negative: less time for specialty restaurants, pubs, and casinos due to the lower overall on-board revenue per passengers. 2030 fix: optimize port heavy itineraries by designing smaller, more luxurious regional ships exclusively from the Bahamas and the Mediterranean. Future impact assessment critical for 2030 strategy. Uh, I got three some data here. Issue impact by 2030 must address action. Uh, Iron talked impact by 2030 and must address action. Fuel regulation. LNG phased out for green methanol hydrogen and must address action. Retrofit engines by 2029. $500 complex. And another one on issue labor cost impact by 2030: crew wages plus 50% due to shortages and must address action. Automate housekeeping and F&B via robots. And another one, health security impact by 2030: how health security impact in 2030: real-time air quality monitoring mandatory and must address action in 2030. uh, ins- Install biosensors in all cabins. uh, Last one, over tourism. How over tourism impact by 2030: port caps, for example, Key West, Bar and Harbor, and most intersection, bold private island ports, lookout cake expansion. Uh, Conclusion and strategic recommendation 2030. In summary, Disney Cruise Line is resilient despite external social and environmental forces. The top three suggestions for the 2030 strategy are: green plate, hybrid elitarians, regularity lobbying, and at last the conclusion. Let me talk about the green plate. By 2030, 50% of ship will be methanol, hydrogen hybrids. Any residual emissions will be offset by mangrove restorations paid by visitors. Uh, and second one, hybrid illiterants introduce 3 night eco magic sampler cruising with work from sea luxury cabins. Regularly lobbying to prevent docking prohibition, jointly invest in the port shore infrastructure worldwide, and at the conclusion, take action now to avoid losing the family trust premium by 2030. And I got some references, and I have added some references on these slides, so you can read it and have a look at. Sir, thank you very much.